Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning and welcome to our discussion even this morning. I would like to thank all the attendees who attended this event. First of all, let's thank to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala who has given us mercies and blessings so we can attend in this class in good condition and happy situation. Secondly, salawat and salam to Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam who brought us from the past to the bright era, namely the religion of Islam. The topic of our discussion today is endangered animal. Before we start this discussion, I will give a brief overview of our discussion today, which will be presented by our third person, namely Mr. Fadhli and Mrs. Deden. As we know, there are many animals whose population are very rare today. Even though in the past the number of these animals could be said to be very large. Why did this happen? Who caused this all to happen? Let's examine them one by one. Okay, I would like to welcome to our speaker today. We are accompanied by two very cool speakers. They are Mr. Fadhli, a representative from the Southeast Sulawesi Animal Protection Association organization, and Mrs. Deden, representative of the Nature Loving Campus Organization IAIN Kendari. We thank you very much for wanting to participate our discussion today. And I don't forget to say a big thank you to all the participants who attended today. I hope we can all take part in this discussion well. Welcome the presenter to presentation. Okay, to efficient the time, I invite Mr. Fadhli to present the material. Mr. Fadhli, time is yours.
Okay, thank you very much for giving me opportunity to explain my material about the endangered animals. The term steppe animal in Indonesian refers to primate or two-legged animal. It refers to creatures that typically have two legs, including humans and other primate species such as monkey, and apes. Steppe animal is used to distinguish this animal from quadrupeds or the other animal that have a different number of legs. There are several steppe animals in Indonesia, including Sumatran tiger, Sumatran elephant, rhinoceros, banteng Indonesian, owa, orangutan. There are many causes that can lead to animal extinction. Some of the main causes include habitat loss. One of the main causes of animal extinction is the loss of their natural habitat due to land conversion, deforestation, land conversion for agriculture, climate change, and infrastructure development. When animals lost their living space, they can struggle to survive. And illegal hunting for trade in animals such as ivory or tiger skin can affect animal population and lead to extinction. This also includes overhunting for meat for an exotic pets. Climate change can affect the ecosystem in which animal live, including change in temperature, rainfall, and unsuitable climate. This can make food and habitat no longer available. Pollution, environmental pollution such as air and water pollution can poison animals and damage their ecosystem. Pollution of seawater by plastic waste also threatens marine life. This is the spirit among animal population can have a major impact on their survival.
That was the presentation of the material presented by Mr. Fadhli. Give applause. Regarding the definition of endangered animal, examples, and cases. Next presentation of material from our second presenter, namely Mrs. Deden. We invited her to present the material. To Mrs. Deden, time is yours.
Okay, thank you. If the animals remain still threatened despite the efforts not to be endangered, additional measures can be taken. Include increased surveillance and protection in the natural habitats. The streets enforcement of laws against illegal hunting, education about the importance of community conservation, and support for scientific research that support the abundance of such animal population. Cooperation between governments, conservation organizations, and local communication is essential to ensure that measures are implemented successfully.
That was the presentation of the material presented by Mrs. Deden about how to overcome and cultivate the endangered animal. Okay, we will move the next session, that is Q&A. I open a question and answer session for the participants. I give you the opportunity for 2 questionnaires. But before we start the question and answer session, I will inform you all about the rules. The rules are, the first, before we begin, I have a few housekeeping notes. If you have any question for the presenters, please raise your hand and say your question. Each presenter will have a total of 4 minutes for their presentation. Don't forget to introduce yourself before you give question and don't judge anyone or be lateral. Okay, now it's time to invite the participation if you have a question about this topic, and please your hand. Well, now your question and then you.
Okay, thank you the opportunity. My name is Resy Amalia. I would like to ask, namely, what are the main causes of animals extinction and how can conservation efforts address this challenge to protect endangered species in Indonesia?
What if we have tried to ensure that the animal is not threatened with extinction, but the animal is still threatened? How can we make sure that it's not threatened with extinction?
Thank you for your question, and my presenter will answer your question. To Mr. Fadhli, time is yours.
Thank you very much for your give me a question. I want to answer my question is the main cause of animal extinction include habitat loss, poaching, pollution, climate change, and invasive species in Indonesia. A biodiversity hotspot. These issues are particularly acute. Conservation effort can address this challenge through. The first is habitat protection, establishing and maintaining protect area to safeguard critical habitat for endangered species. And the second is anti-poaching, measure enforcing strict laws against poaching and illegal wildlife trade along with increased patrolling and monitoring. The next is reforestation and habitat restoration, rehabilitation damaged habitat and replenishing native species to create more suitable environment. And the fourth is community Number 4, community involvement, engaging in local community in conservation effort to reduce habitat destruction and poaching, as well as providing alternative livelihoods. And the 5 is education and awareness, raising awareness about the importance of biodiversity and the threats facing endangered species. Thank you.
To Mrs. Deden, time is yours.
Apart from the efforts made by the government, we can also participate in efforts to preserve and encourage animals. One of which is by not hunting animals casually, especially rare and protected animals, participating in cultivating animals in the right ways, participating in activities, natural conservation, and campaigning for the security of animals in Indonesia.
It's yours. Thanks for the answer from Mr. Fadhli. And how about the questionnaire? Are you received Mr. Fadhli answer?
Okay, I received your answer and thank you very much.
Thanks for the answer from Mrs. Deden. How about the questionnaire? Are you received Mrs. Deden answer?
I accept the answer. Thank you.
That's our discussion this morning. Hopefully, we can contribute to protecting and preserving endangered animals so they don't become extinct. Thank you so much for the presenters and the questioners. I think that's enough. Thank you so much for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.